going apartment hunting today! If you don't know why we're going apartment hunting, then check out that video. I'm not going to go into it anymore. So I'm currently sat on my laptop and we've picked out a few places which are quite popular apartments to find here in Chiang Mai on a monthly basis. I'm just going to see where they are so we can go and see them. Got a bit of Google Map action going on. So we've picked out a few, but in Chiang Mai it's kind of a, before you ask, you don't do this in advance, you don't pre-book, you don't do anything like that. It's, you kind of just rock up to an apartment, ask to see the room, make your decision. That's all you have to do here. That's really simple. A lot of expats come over here, digital nomads, central, because the price of living for Westerners is very, very low, and it's a great area. We love it. Great here. So, no more rambling, let's go and have a look at some apartments. So before we look at any apartments, we need to fuel up. Look at me at all angles. We need to fuel up, get some breakfast, because it's going to be a lot of walking, it's going to be a long day. So the apartment we're staying in at the moment is pretty much bang on Nimman Road and has 7-Eleven, of course, immediately outside the apartment. When you're walking around the sois, you'll see this sign. Seriously, it's not difficult, just go in and ask, but that's a guest house. But outside the apartments, they'll also have that, so, you know, find an apartment block, go in, ask if they do short-term rentals, yes or no. Easy. So this is a no. Okay, so that was Huay, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, and we looked at 3 rooms, one for 5,500 and 2 for 12,000, one with a kitchen, one without.
Both 13.
13 because if you're only staying a month, you have to pay 1,000 extra per month because it's a very short-term lease. No problem. Okay, so we know that now. I preferred number 2, the one without the kitchen, and I kind of want to go for, if our budget will allow, if it's not, then I'll just deal with it, to have a separate bedroom because I'm going to be working so much in that space. You know, if you agree with me, if you kind of get that feeling, hello Tuk Tuk, you kind of get what I mean. I need a separate space. I need to walk out that bedroom where I relax into a work environment. But that was Huay. Next. Saw quite a few there. Pansook, which we saw from Chris the Freelancer, go and check him out. Made an amazing vlog, she's gonna be way better than mine, about apartment hunting, finding an apartment in Chiang Mai. Pansook looks really, really nice, and that was Pansook 1. And there's Pansook 2. The only problem with that one is you can't get onto the balcony. They have a balcony, you're not allowed down it. Strange. The dome was really nice. It's quite pushing out of that budget, but the people there were so nice. It was really clean and light, and yeah, it's gonna be tough, man. Next. Liked that one, the second room. That's Pansook 2. We went to Pansook 1 earlier. Where are we going?
Is this one open?
I don't know. Got security. Looks pretty dead. That was like Huay luxury, and that's even more expensive, but
By 1,000 baht.
by 1,000 baht a month compared to Pansook 2. And it was it only opened in February, and it's got a gym and a pool. You see, it's better to see as many as possible, but it makes it so much harder.
This one.
Yeah?
Sakulchai Place.
Sakulchai Place. I didn't pronounce that right either, don't worry. Oh man, this is difficult. They're all so beautiful. So this one we've just walked into, which is they're all like right next to each other on the stories. You can't go wrong. This one's 15,000 a month. No deposit, and water, electricity and internet is all included. And you just get to show yourself up to the open room up there. Let's have a look. Obviously it's unclean because they haven't cleaned it yet. Alright, so we're gonna go, we've kind of circled back around now to Nimman Road, and we're gonna go to Ban Thai, which is probably one of the most popular apartments for people to get because of the swimming pool and security or whatever. But we're gonna circle back to that, and then we're gonna get lunch and discuss. What I need to discuss There's too many options now. See how far our budget will stretch. But that's the thing, it's like going into that room that was uncleaned, that we just let ourselves into, that was 1,500. And the one before that, that luxury apartment, that was 1,500. Shop around. Oh, you didn't have a deposit in the second one though. And
just so you know,
all the bills were included.
Just so you know, Ali, 1,500 equals...
Sorry, 15,000. 15,000. So yeah, shop around to get more for your money. This is how you eat for 50 baht and 40 baht. Spicy. So we're currently back at our Airbnb apartment and we're gonna have to go back out at around 2 o'clock because they're on lunch, so all the offices are closed. We've come back, we're chilling out, cooling down, and we've just I've wrote down all the prices. I'll show you. We've just gone through all the footage to kind of recap because they all kind of merge into one, and I'm so sorry if the footage was really crappy. What I realized is the first one we went into, I was focusing more on the camera than I was on where we were. And then when I left, I was like, I can't remember what that place looked like. I didn't even really look at it because I was filming, so I'm really sorry if you didn't get the greatest view, but I was in there and I just kept my camera low and did a few little pans. Some of them were a bit quick, you know, try and edit the hell out of it, but I was just trying to focus and film at the same time. So I basically wrote down absolutely everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We still have some more to see. I wrote down how much the room costs and the big selling points. It's got a pool and a gym, and how much electricity, water, Wi-Fi, and deposit is for all of them. Now, from a lot that we've read and watched, 5 baht is like the government standard for electricity per unit. So if they start charging you any more, like some of them's 8. Yeah, and then your water, apparently you don't use much water, so not to stress. And most deposits are 1 month in advance. However, the deposit on the last one was 20,000 baht. Looking through all of them, like, okay, this one offers free Wi-Fi and this one offers a cheaper electricity, but you have to pay for that. You know, it's just kind of like, you're kind of balancing what you want and like trying to figure out in your head which is worth it. It's pretty tough. It's pretty tough, I'm not gonna lie. I want all of them! I would totally recommend like filming it and coming back on it now. So helpful. So just get like a GoPro or even your phone, because you're gonna see so many, they will just merge into one. Yes, girls asked me when we were walking down the road, like, oh, what do you think about that one? I'm like, which one's that? I don't even remember, we were just there. Because they're so close together, like down one soy, there'll be like 8, 9 apartment blocks. I shit you not. And you might go into 4 of them. And when you're jumping one to the next, to the next, to the next, all very similar prices, all very similar bill prices, and it's a bit like, ugh. So take a camera, film the sign of the apartment, so when you go home, you've got the name, you've got the footage, so you can recap. Oh yeah, Scott's got his lovely little thing here. Oh, very nice. So we've just come out for a couple of coffees, and I'm doing a do and don't on one of the apartments, and I'm not going to tell you which one. It's getting a bit like, we're doing the money, we are crunching so many numbers, it's absolutely ridiculous. So we've picked one that we love, and we're really just balancing it out in our heads now. I'll explain later. Okay, so we've picked an apartment. So it is featured in this video, the one we picked, and what we did was, because the one we picked was quite high on our budget, like we can afford it, but it was one of those where you kind of have to really look like 3, 4, 5 times into it and really do the math, crunch the numbers, do the pros and cons list. We did all of it. What's happening with my hair, people? My goodness, I mean, I know it's normally bad, but Jesus Christ. What we did in that situation was we went to see other apartments on a similar price. to see were we getting our value for money in different areas, like near the main street, away from the main street, and see what facilities they had. And we had like a massive list. We wrote down this huge thing, the pros and cons of all the places that were in our shortlist. And I think that's really good, because you can find a place and be like, wow, that's a little bit at the top end of our budget. So go and look at other places that are at the top end of your budget. And if they compare, be like, okay, let's book more. If they don't compare, I didn't vlog this part, but we went back after you saw those last couple of viewings to the place that we want. And we had another viewing of a different room with a different view, because that was one of our things. We're like, well, if there's anything we could change, it would probably be the view. So we went back and we had another look, and we kind of like sat down. I tested the internet, I took my laptop and I threw up a video to upload, my normal standard 10-minute size kind of HD video. And it was giving me like a 10-minute upload time, and it went up like 1, 2. I was like, okay, cool. I knew in that instant the internet would be fine. I just need to test it.
Someone just ran over a pigeon.
What?
Someone just ran over a pigeon. I just seen it with my own eyes. He flew down in the middle of the road and the car just ran straight over him.
Is he dead, Cease?
No, he's alive. He just got run over by a truck. Now he's still alive.
So we had one more look, and it was more of a, it's always good to do a second look, and we're only getting it for 1 month. It's a lot cheaper if you do it for 3 months. And that's something we're going to consider. Like, the price drops to it, like, it's a considerable price to think about. But for our first time, the internet could be terrible, for all we know. It could be a one-off when I test it, and that's a big thing for me. Or we might not like it. The chances are, we love it, we love it. We're happy to pay more. Because I'm going to be here working, as I said in my video yesterday. I'm sorry, this is going to be a big ramble. If you don't like it, then you can cut it off here. This is going to be huge for me working, so I've got to feel good. There are a lot of places in Chiang Mai, like Ban Thai, was one place that we went to, and they don't have one-bedroom apartments. They just have studio apartments. That's like 5,000-6,000 baht a month, and then you've got all your bills on top of that. So that's like £100 a month for rent. That's ridiculous, but I won't be able to work. Now, I'll be going out to cafes and co-working spaces a lot to work, but I really, really wanted a one-bedroom apartment so I can leave Scott, because Scott doesn't work like I do. Is to have that separation, like I spoke about earlier. So yeah, we went, we saw, we're going back tomorrow to put down the deposit and to pay our first month of rent. It's gonna be our first proper apartment, and it's bloody lush. Oh my god. Look, it's good just to get a 1 month thing instead of the 3 month thing, because if we don't like it, or we can't afford it, or whatever it may be, then we can just find somewhere else. If we love it, we can go for the 3 month contract. If we want to, we'll see how things play out. That's the thing, we like a bit of flexibility, but then we can get the better deal. I'm not going to tell you which one it is. What I want you to do from what I just said is to comment down below and tell me, what is your guess? What do you think we've gone for? Let me know. Oh my god. This feels really surreal. Like really, really surreal. Like tomorrow we are gonna go sign it, pay it, and that's it. All will be revealed. Guess down below which one you think we went for, and I will see you tomorrow. If I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you next day, but hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. It should be fine. Facebook, Twitter, episode chat, one second, next down there, and I can't even say my outro because I'm too excited. And